I see a lot of friends here. I mean, Ireland, Lee, that's so nice of you. Say hello to everybody. Lee's from Ireland, and I see Martin just came in, and Lucy's here, Annette is here.
Hello,
God,
everybody.
hey, Lucy.
How
Lucy.
you doing? All
Hi,
good?
everyone.
Lucy has an amazing project that I can't wait till, I'm not gonna reveal all of these things until you guys come to my golf tournament in September. That's when we're gonna talk, put you on spot, put you on the stage on the big screen, and I really can't wait for you all, the entire team, to come in. But I think Bill is in the house. Is Bill Walsh here? Bill?
I'm here, brother.
Hey, brother, how are you?
I'm
Hey.
awesome. How are you?
Hi,
Wonderful,
Bill.
wonderful. Thank you so much. I know you were having some issues getting online.
Well, it kept asking me for an email and to sign in, but I didn't have a sign-in code, so it's okay.
So you
You
made
got
it.
like the Craig Shaw super double jewelry security going on.
Yeah, and you won't let us change our names in our windows either, which I don't know if I can live with this the way
But
it
your
looks.
name is Dennis, right? Your name is Dennis, right?
Yeah, but I go by Althar, and I need it upside down. I'm the upside down guy. I got to be different, you know.
You got to be different, of course. Kathy can give you the permission probably to do that. But Bill is
That'll take some top secret coding though. So hold on.
Let me reach to my my brothers in India. They will take care of the coding part.
Great. They got you covered.
They got me covered. Yeah. So guys, I think this is great. And Bill is in the house, and Bill is a great friend. I want to give you a formal introduction, but before I do that, I just want to give you a little bit of how it changed my life when I met him a few years back. And he's a great father. He's a great friend. He's an amazing mentor. He is America's #1 small business coach. I would call him that, gladly. We met at an event in LA, and Bill saw me up on the stage. I was never speaking before. I'd never spoken before, but this guy put me on spot. Ryan Long, if I remember correctly. We passed away. God rest his soul. He asked me to speak on the stage. I was there, and Bill was sitting right up front with his crew. I think Cheryl was there, and there was a couple of other people. And he sends Cheryl, and he says, "Tell this guy to come and see me after he gets off the stage." And this was back in 2014, I think. Somewhere in there, in 14 or 15, somewhere there. And surely, Cheryl comes to me, and I go, to see Bill. He's sitting in a corner at that time, and he says, "Buddy, you're pretty good. You're a pretty good speaker. You should come and speak at or come to my events. Let's do a program." And I'm like, okay, I've never had spoken before, not did too many of these things, and I was just blown away. He invited me to his house. A limo picked me up, and he took me out, with him to his mansion in Chicago. It's beautiful house, and he throws some amazing parties. Has a great programs that he's learned. I learned so much from you, Bill, and I owe a lot of this to you. And you're a great friend, and really appreciate you. So
Appreciate it.
let me do the formal introduction for Bill now. This was a friend. It's going to be a formal introduction. Where is Bill? Where is Bill? I have to find you. Well, Bill, why don't you just say something about yourself? I'm instead of me saying it, tell us everything you do. And you are a super achiever. You've done, have many businesses. But just in your own words, introduce yourself, please, to the crowd.
Well, I appreciate that, brother, and thanks for having me on today. And thanks everyone for waking up nice and early and being a part of this incredible broadcast. I wish I could tell you that view behind me is real. It's just one of those, put yourself somewhere warm kind of photos. And I thought it'd be kind of refreshing this early in the morning. But my background is very simple. I was born and raised in Chicago. Out of high school and college, I became a trader. I did turnarounds for almost 10 years. In 2000, I took 2 years off because sometimes you got to check out to check back in. I teamed up with a young company called GoDaddy as a marketing partner. This other company called Franklin Covey on time management. We launched a product called Business in a Box. I was about $1 million short for the marketing. I found some great partners in New York, and we took that product to 20 countries in 20 months. So people can say you were lucky. I would say it wasn't luck, it was persistence. And I was prepared. And I did one thing that changed my life early, and I want you guys to all write this down, is that I learned to invest in great relationships. If you want the big secret for success, invest early in great relationships and always follow up and always follow through. We then launched an incubator course called Rainmaker in 05 to help businesses really thrive and today survive and thrive. Venture Fund in 07, Masterminds in 08. We now run 2 masterminds. One is called Win Group, where we put groups on a hot seat and they've got to pitch their business in exotic retreats and help them raise money and get the best connections ever. We launched a new one a year ago called 9 Figure Club, that we do a week at Branson's house and then a week over at the big summit, the World Economic Forum in Davos, all designed to business growth, political steering, and social impact. And then, of course, in 2010, we launched the internet camp called Ultimate Wealth Camp. 2012, I invested about $1 million in this idea called the Small Business Expos. We went from 2 cities to 17 cities, over 100,000 attendees a year. And I only share this with you because everybody thinks you're lucky because you have success, but they never see the 90% that's below the water, which is really all the hard work that goes into it. Most individuals are, overnight success stories, but they're 10 years in the making. So I'm certainly qualified for that group. And I tell you this because I don't want you to quit. I want you to realize that you might be in a tough time today, but tough times don't last, tough people do. And we launched our Platinum Speaker Program in 2011. Back then, I can't believe it was over 10 years ago now, to put speakers on stages. I got sick and tired of people paying 50 grand to go to a speaker course and they would never speak. And then most recently, we launched Masterminds in 30 some cities now. We're looking for people to run our masterminds in all the cities, become our mastermind partner. So if anybody wants to be a partner with us and run local masterminds, just text the word GOLD. Text the word GOLD to 26786. Or if maybe you're already running a mastermind, you want us to help infuse into your mastermind, great. I'm a huge fan of Napoleon Hill. I think everybody should belong to at least 3 masterminds. One is virtual, one is a group you help, and one is a group that helps you. And if you're not doing it, you're going to leave a lot of money on the table. And I did also find out that, hi, Orly. I see Orly's on there. She's an amazing speaker out of New York City. And it was really crazy that the more you challenge yourself to get around great people, the faster you grow. And most recently, what I talked to Craig about is that we've launched a program now that allows somebody to take their intellectual property and launch it in about 7 days and sell it all over the world. And I created a formula for this that you don't have to buy all kinds of pricey software. You take what you're really great at and you literally partner up with, we teamed up with a company called Eventbrite, another company called Zoom. We make it super easy for somebody to launch something that is just incredible, because people need to hear your story. People have too many stories. And I say, don't take the story to your grave. I told Craig we'd take 5 people here today. The program was normally about $3,000. Now it's like $497. And we just do a revenue share. So we do a revenue share on what you guys market and sell if we help market it, which is a great value, because I think everyone has a voice and it should be heard. And we call it the Icon Speaker Academy or Icon Speaker Mastery. And we'll give you a link in a little bit because I want to share a lot of great tools with you guys. But I always love to tell people right up front what the offer is and what we do. And for $500, if you can find a better one, I'll sign up for it. Just because I love the fact that I'm in a place in my life that I can really give back. I have some of the best partners in the world. Working on a new TV show right now, which is pretty cool, on national TV to help small business city by city. And I just think that this is it's the age of the entrepreneur, and there's going to be so many things you can do right now to win while other people think about what happened. So with that, Craig, that gives you a quick 25-year synopsis of what's happened.
No, I have a few questions for you, Bill.
Go ahead, buddy. Yeah.
I know what you do, and Rainmaker is incredible. So we're not here to sell the program, but we're really here to introduce you to who you are really. And
yeah, sure.
What we really do here.
The good news, Craig, is our Rainmaker this next 2 weeks is sold out. Isn't that crazy?
Sold out. Yes, that's amazing. I mean, I've been to Rainmakers. I've been to UWC Ultimate Wealth Camps. Being part of a partnership with Bill has always given me like the value that comes into those programs. And I give a lot of credit to Bill for what he does day in and day out. And part of the story that I want to share was this man is on a plane he's in New York in the morning. He has, breakfast in New York and lunch in Miami, and probably dinner in Vegas. and he's on a private jet
I've
every.
done that. I've actually done that. I've done that exact
Oh,
trip.
you have.
Yeah.
I know you have, and many places I have been with you, and
Yep.
I've seen his team, how he operates. So, Bill, I want to ask you first of all, some of your struggles. Really quick, 2 minutes on that, and then I have other questions for you.
Sure.
Like, what
I'd say I would tell everyone that I've been broke and I've been wealthy, and broke sucks, but you always find out who your real friends are. I would also tell you that I'm always positioned as, man, he's tough, he's arrogant, he's mean. I just tell people that I'm not the nice coach. I'm not a health coach. I'm not a fitness coach. I'm not a relationship coach. I'm not going to get you motivated. I'll get you inspired, but I'm a damn good business coach. I've been ranked 6 years in a row now in the top 30 in the world by Guru Magazine. This year, just recently came out 3 days ago, number 10 in the world for helping small business. I've spoken in front of more than 1 million people. I've done more than 5,000 presentations in my space, so I own the space that I'm in. But I will tell you that it comes across as tough. But if you want a nice coach, I'm just not the one. But if you want a tough business coach that will give you the tactical, the processes, and the systems to win, then I'm your guy.
I mean, at first when I met him and, I saw how raw he is, and I'm like, I don't like this guy. What the heck, man? He's so like direct, and there's no sugarcoating. There's no, shaking of the hands and like nothing. He's direct. He's like, if you don't do this, don't come to me crying. This is what's going to happen. Like, he's right. He's so raw. And I love that part and it kind of grew on me, like slowly, like, everybody's different. Everyone's got different personality. And I learned that Bill's got an amazing, he cares. Don't take me wrong. It doesn't mean he doesn't care. He cares a lot, but he cares. And that's why he's so direct. I have a brother-in-law who's just like him, uber successful, has a 9-figure business. But he's just the
There's nothing wrong with a 9-figure business.
Nothing wrong with that. Bill, so tell us about, please share how some great tips on building business. How can one build?
Well, let me just do this. I think the most important thing is that everybody should be an entrepreneur. There is so much opportunity right now like you've never seen before. And there goes my fancy green screen, right? Come here, green screen. I want to get my beach back, right? But I will tell you this as an entrepreneur, that you've got to commit to something. Don't do something halfway. If you're going to go after something, give it 100%. Don't be lazy with your dreams. I think your dreams are too big to play small. I think your story is too big to play small. I'm getting new shirts made that says, my story is too big to play small, because I think everyone has to own that part of the concept. But if I could share with you a couple of things really quickly, one of the first things that I teach everybody is that you got to come up with your revenue number. Whatever your revenue number is for the year, just write that number down. I tell people that I'm just helping, and if I want to say, let me help you launch something brand new. And how many here on the stream could use an extra 100 grand in the next 12 months? If you could use an extra 100 grand in the next 12 months, put a 1 in the chat box quickly. Just put a 1. I'll show you. Put a 1 in the chat boxes. I'll show you exactly what this looks like, right? So let's just say that our goal for the year was just to make an extra 100 grand. And see, what people say is, oh, I want to make 100 grand. I want to make 100 grand. I want to make 100 grand. But just because you say it doesn't mean it's real. Because what I want you to think about is, I want you to think about, if there was a way, right, that if your goal is to make 100 grand, and if your average customer just paid you $1,000, what most people don't realize, if your goal is to make 100 grand and your average customer is going to pay you $1,000, right? Now, all of a sudden, you've got a metric. Every business needs metrics. So when we launched Rainmaker, our goal was simple: make $1 million, right? Could we serve, it was 5,000 for the year, could we serve 200 clients? But I'm saying today that if you just look at this number and you realize this, we stop focusing on this number over here, and we only focus on the number of customers we serve. So if I could teach you one really big thing this morning, stop focusing on the money, only focus on the number of customers you plan to serve. And the minute you change that dynamic in your head, you're going to attract great customers. See, because once we broke this down, it meant that quarterly, we needed 50 customers. It meant that monthly, we needed 17 customers. And roughly that meant that if I could do my job right every month, right, start thinking this through, right, I began to realize, maybe not quite that many, I'm giving you guys bigger numbers, but quarterly 25, right, think this through, right, which meant that monthly, I only had to convert about 8 people, which meant that every month I had to talk to 80 people. So let me help you with this, right? So, and it's early here, but how many here believe if you had a great $1,000 program or product you could sell, how many believe you could actually serve just 25 customers? how many believe you could help 8 customers a month with your intellectual property? If you believe you could serve 8 customers a month with your intellectual property, just put a 1 in the chat box. Put a 1 in the chat box. See how fast this happens, right? Which means that in reality, I've got to get in front of 80 people. You see, the minute you change from I'm going after the money to I'm going after serving, you're going to find the universe will change the whole game for you.
It's
See,
about
what I learned as an entrepreneur, if you could just change the dynamic of make the money versus serve the customers. And the minute you move that dynamic away, all of a sudden it's a game changer for any business. So whatever your gross revenue is this year, put it on the board, put down how much a customer pays you, and then get the number about how many customers you serve. Now that's the number you put on your chalkboard. Don't put the revenue up there, but I am going to serve X number of customers per month. And that's going to open up all the doors. But to do that, let me give you a couple things you want to think about, right? Is that I don't care what business you're in, you're going to find that you've got to become the expert. You got to pick a niche. Pick a niche and get to the top 10. The top 10 will make more money than all the rest combined. So when you start thinking about that, when I help business owners, I help them say, let me give you a few free tools you can use right now that can help you do this. How many here, if I gave you some great free tools, would actually implement those tools in the next 2 days if you knew for a fact it would help you increase your business? Put a 1 if you would take some free tools and put them in motion in the next 2 days. I love it. Carolyn, thank you. Dennis, Pallavi, Eric, John, all these people, they all say right. So I'm going to keep track because I'm looking forward to seeing these tools be launched for your business. So here's the first thing you do. Get a book cover done. Go to killercovers.com or go to fiverr.com, get a book cover done. The minute the book cover is done, go to Facebook, set up a business page as an author. The minute that's done, set up a Facebook group. Right away, set up your own private Facebook group, your own club. That becomes a harvesting room. You don't sell in there, you only put content in there. Then get this app called Anchor. Download an app called Anchor and launch your first podcast. You can do it this weekend. You invite someone you know that's awesome. Look through all the people on this stream today. Find 1 or 2 people you think are awesome that are on this group, or get this little app called Clubhouse. Go on Clubhouse, figure out who have the biggest Clubhouse rooms, because I'm telling you, it's a great place to harvest. And once you do that, you instantly go into Clubhouse, connect with people through Instagram, invite them to your podcast. You only got to do 1 or 2 podcasts a month, 20 minutes each. That's it. And you simply put that content inside your Facebook group. Are you guys staying with me so far? So we've got all that stuff done, right? Now you go to this website called Google and you type in Haro, H-A-R-O, help a reporter out. Get yourself listed on Haro. You will find this is the easiest, fastest way to get interviews for media. It costs you nothing. What you spend so far is probably around, I don't know, $50, and you've got all this stuff rolling for you. Now, in addition to that, I want you to go to this page and get yourself a free influencer site. Everyone on this stream today needs an influencer site. Do not wait for this. This is a free page that allows you to literally have one page with your QR code, your photo, your website, your information, all your PDF documents, links to your youcanbook.me. Write down youcanbook.me. That's how people schedule time with you from this day forward. The minute you've done that, you put all your social media links there. And I'm going to show you how to do this, right? Because it's so simple to do. Let me just see if we can chat to everybody, right? Yeah. So you're going to go to this website. It's called Mingle, MINGL.no, and mine is /Bill Walsh 360. What's nice about this tool, don't use MINGLE, that's a dating site. This is actually a site from some young kids in Norway that are brilliant. You can literally build your page in less than 10 minutes. That's how fast it happens. So when you start to think about, I got to spend all this money, no, you don't. Save the money. Being frugal is cool. And the minute you've got this done, literally, you've got a page that's out there, you're positioned well, your Facebook is live. Now, this is also something very important. You got to learn to use barter, learn to trade for things, learn to use barter to actually keep the cash, right? And trade for stuff. I like a service called ITEX, I-T-E-X. The lady's name is Karen Kelly. You can call her. She'll set you up in one day and start trading for advertising, magazines, billboards, hotels, meeting space, online advertising. Her number is 847-755-3000. I have nothing to do with the company, but their product kicks ass. Does that make sense? That's it right there. So Karen Kelly just said, listen, Bill Walsh sent me.
Just in the lieu of time, and I know you can go on forever, and I know you just, what are you dropping here is like freaking golden nugget bombs. Like,
well, listen, brother, I got more for your team. I'm not done.
Okay.
So
I
how
gotta
much
give you
time do
2
we
minutes.
have?
I have a question for you.
Anything, yeah.
All right, no, go for it.
Hey
Just
guys, if this is helpful, put a 1 in the chat box. Let me see.
put a 1 in the chat box. Here you go. Tell me it's
There you
helpful.
go. Because guys, you can save the money. Save the money. There's nothing wrong with that.
Billy's all
But
about
these
helping.
tools-
Just
But these tools kick ass and they work because I use them every day. Go ahead, Craig.
Okay,
Get a question?
Bill, talk about the impact of social media, please. Can you tell us what and how effectively? I know you just dropped.
You think that I just like teed you up for some of these questions. Let me see. Where'd my marker? Let me find my marker here. It disappeared. Oh, there we go. The second part of the equation is called empowered. And I've only got a few minutes with you guys, but I hope this is helpful so far. Empowered is a big word because you got to have the right tools and systems. So if you're going to use social media, this is important, everybody. Pick one that your customers live on. Identify your perfect customer, pick one social media where your customers live, spend most of your time in that one form of media. I'm telling you to be on all social media channels, but pick the one where your customer lives. If you're selling to women 35 to 60, you should be advertising on Pinterest. If you're selling to kids, you should be 14 to 19 or 14 to 23, TikTok, right? Figure out where the market's at. But then, of course, as you're doing this, there's an app called InShot. Write down InShot, INSHOT. It's $9 a year in the App Store. It allows you to upload these 1-minute videos, right? What we're starting to do is teach people how to produce incredible 1-minute videos, right? There's a new app called Veed, VEED, right? .io. Once again, I think it's around $5 or something like that, but it's a killer tool. But what InShot does, InShot allows you to shoot the video on your phone, upload to InShot, push one button, it goes to all your social channels. So these are things, if you're not doing this, you're missing out. But in addition to that, I like a new tool called Twitch. How many of you guys are currently on Twitch? Twitch is the #4 most visited website in the world, and most people have never heard of it. Twitch is owned by a young company called Amazon. So when you're a Twitch customer, you get to literally post all of your stuff for free. So think about that, right? Twitch lets you upload your videos, and it's the only service in the world today that allows you to put your video, this is crazy, right, on your website. YouTube doesn't do it with live stream, not recorded stream, but live stream. So I recommend get a YouTube account for sure, get a Twitch account set up right away. Once again, these are easy things to do, don't cost very much, but it takes a little bit of time. But now when you broadcast, use a service called StreamYard. Write down StreamYard. It's a super tool. And StreamYard costs you around $30 a month. You do some of your interviews on there. But when you push one button, it goes onto every Facebook channel you have. It goes onto all your LinkedIn channels. It goes onto your Instagram account, literally, and you can literally connect your Zoom to the StreamYard. So now you can literally run it as one of your, when you share screen, you literally share the screen from the StreamYard right to the Zoom. So understand there's a lot of new cool tools that are out there, but it's how do you plug them in? So when I talk about social media, it's drive everything to your group. Every time you post something, whatever you're going to do, use a service called Pingler, 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 helps with all your search engine optimization. And this then drives more traffic. So how many here believe that you could probably get some help spending 6 hours with me on a full one-day class with a whole year of coaching, group coaching, and we've built all this for under $500. So Craig, when you start thinking about adding massive value, we're looking for tomorrow's speakers that have a great story, have a great product. And I'll tell you this, guys, if you can find a better deal, I'll sign up for it. But the empowered side says, use the right tools to drive your story, right? And then let the customers you serve do the rest of the work for you. How many guys would like to be a part of a program for a whole year of group coaching, and it costs you around $497? And we'll teach you how to launch your own products. Put a 1, let me see. Everybody put a 1. It's a whole day class. See, this is awesome. I love it. So Craig, I'm going to make room for about 5 or 6 of your people to be a part of this thing. And if it makes sense to you, I promise you they're going to love it.
Look, we're going to do a lot more of Bill. I'll connect you guys. You can directly talk to him. No issues. I also want to remind you that he will be at the golf tournament in September. He's got his date blocked for our mastermind. And you're going to be, getting a lot more value over there as well. Because look at this guy. He's a wealth, like an ocean of, like knowledge and learning. And you could just go on and on. If I didn't stop him, he would be storming it out. But
because I know that a lot of people today, believe it or not, more than ever, is that they're in a bind and they need help to drive some of this stuff.
That's right.
If they don't do this stuff right, they're going to lose too much money. you know, and right now, I believe that this is the age that if you don't share your stuff, I think you're crazy.
Yeah.
So I put a link in there. I can accept 5 students today. It's like I said, $500 for the whole year. You really can't. You do it on Eventbrite. And I'm going to teach you guys how to use some of these tools that cost you nothing, but you can now build a business, you know, and it's like, why not? And I want to share this with you too, Craig, for everybody that's on there.
Bill, that's
if you want to,
Bill, that's the $997.
yeah, but if you use the code icon, it makes the price $497. So
Okay.
it's in the text there. Just use the code where it says apply code.
Listen,
Save the money.
yeah, absolutely. Listen, Bill, I really want to thank you for dropping so many unbelievable, nuggets and helping us with learning. And whoever wants to connect is free to connect. I absolutely adore you, Bill. I love you as a brother. We've done great business, and I always will be thankful.
Well, I'm excited to have you. I'm excited to have you come into our event, and and don't forget, we're doing summits now live every month.
Oh,
So
he's
I'm
there
looking
all
for-
over the place. Follow him
Yeah,
on
so,
Facebook, Instagram, whatever, right? Are you on Instagram too, or just Facebook?
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I don't know, whatever the social media.
You have a great presence.
Clubhouse, Craig Shaw programs, whatever it is. I've signed up for them all.
Love you, Bill. Okay, that's Bill for you guys. Really appreciate, brother. You're amazing.
Anybody, anytime you got something going on, I'm always here to support your vision.
You've always.
Bill always walks his talk and wears his heart on his sleeve. Even though
Yeah, you guys are gonna love it. Well, listen, if you want to come to Vegas, the class is live in Vegas, or you can sit in the comfort of your home and watch it from there.
Yeah.
So, Craig, that means you should be coming to Vegas on Thursday.
I know.
Setting up a table. Maybe
Don't
setting
you
up a
have something
table, or
today?
I'm sorry, Wednesday, March 31st is the actual live date. Maybe you can come over and set up a table. And I think it's time for me to get some new watches anyway. So,
All right, done. It's done. I'll be there. I thought you
I
were
love
going to
it.
do something this weekend. I thought you were in Vegas this weekend with something. I saw something.
I'm in Vegas. I did. I spoke at a big we had our Success Summit on Thursday. I spoke at another event on Friday. And we're working on a new TV show called The Count. So it's pretty exciting.
Awesome. I'll try to make it for sure. I'll tell Shelly and we'll pack our bags and be in Vegas on Wednesday.
Well, there's nothing going on in California, so you might as well come over here.
That's true. Okay. All right.
All right, you guys, I love you. Thank you so much. Don't forget, your story's too big to play small.
Thank you,
right.
Bill. That was great.
I took so many notes, and Orly helped me really well. You were writing down all those amazing things that Bill was saying, and I copied everything in my notes, and I'll share with everyone. But isn't it like an amazing power of I don't know how you can fit the shoes after he speaks. Somebody else has to come in. It's really hard to, but that's him. I great deal of respect, like I said. But yes, moving on to the next speaker here, and she's my very dear friend. She's an amazing personality. We never put things on calendar. She just FaceTimes me. Boom, wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I get a FaceTime. I'm in the middle of a dinner, I get a FaceTime. I'm playing cricket, I get a FaceTime. I'm whatever. And she's so incredible. She's infectious. Her smile is infectious. She's a go-getter. She's an author, speaker, coach. She has a magazine and she serves 58,000 entrepreneurs, and she's got a speakers and coach magazine. She's a giver. She has a great heart to give to charities, and together we have promised so many things are going to happen. We already started with a few of them. She introduced me to a few great people. And I have been absolutely delighted to have her on my diamond program. She's a diamond level ambassador partner with CraigShelly, which means that's the topmost tier that one can be, and influence and help charities make money. So, and I'll tell you all about my program too, but meaning how we help people. But like I said, I'm not here to sell. I don't like selling on. I want to give value. People love you, they'll follow you, and they'll come, so that's how I like to, this has always been Elevate's always been about that. But without any further ado, I want to introduce you to Orly Amor.
Hi, guys.
Amazing.
Wow, such a warm introduction. You're so sweet.
Of course. You're a great friend and a great leader. So Orly, welcome. And why don't you tell everybody in a minute or two who you are and what you do?
Well, I am a business coach for public speakers, but it's funny because, you know, I met Bill about just about a little over about 10 years ago. And he's the one who actually promoted what I do as well, because we met and he immediately put me to work in one of his events. He's like, okay, you're gonna do this. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. I didn't even know who he was. He was introduced to me by somebody else that was helping him out. And you never heard of Bill? I'm like, no, who is Bill Walsh? You know, and then he came to all of my events and you know what? He's amazing because whenever I asked Bill, can you speak at my event? Sure, where is it? What time? And he just shows up no matter how many people were in my audiences. And let me tell you, some of my audiences were pretty small compared to what he's used to. But, you know, always hard on his sleeves and shows up for people. And I just absolutely adore him. So as a business coach for public speakers, I'm one that guarantees that people will make 150K their first year in public speaking. And I always like to learn from people. And I'm always a learner, an avid learner. You know, when you stop learning, you start dying, you know, and if you think you know it all, you don't. And I never say I know it all. I'm a complete avid learner.
Awesome. That's great. So you're writing a book too, right?
Yeah, well, I have my book that's behind me, Public Speakers, You're Not All That, 12 Reasons Why Event Planners Won't Hire You. Actually, Bill Walsh wrote the introduction to the book. And Bill, I'm using, again, that same introduction because I'm coming out with a book called Public Speakers, You're Still Not All That, How to Navigate the Virtual Paid Speaking Gigs. So I'm sure you're going to have a laugh on that one. It's coming out in May.
Orly, what prompted you to start public speaking and coaching? What is that motivation behind?
Well, the coaching part.
Don't tell me it's Bill Walsh because I don't want
to. No. But the thing is that actually just before I met Bill, I was in a conference in Arlington, Texas, and I've always been paid to speak. I was traveling the world, 26 countries, 18 states, into corporate America, and I was teaching salespeople how to close the deal 98% of the time through profiling. I'm a certified behavior analyst. And what happened was that in the break room for speakers at this huge convention, these three guys came over to me and one of them said, "Aren't you Orly Amore?" I said, "Yeah, do I know you? Sorry, don't remember." And one of them said, "Well, no, we've never met officially, but we've seen you on the circuit." And in my head, I was thinking, what circuit? I speak at corporates, right? So anyways, we just started networking and one of them just asked me, "Hey, I'm just curious, how did you get this gig?" And I said, "I don't know. I called, I told them what I speak about. They paid me and I'm here." They all looked at me like if I had three heads. "You got paid?" I said, uh-oh, right? You guys didn't? They said, "No, we got our expenses paid, but we didn't get paid." You know, when I said, you don't know what you don't know? Well, I didn't know that people did not get paid to speak. I had no idea. I've always been paid. So that's what prompted me to think, well, wait a minute, maybe there's a problem in this industry. People just don't know how to get paid. I always say there's two reasons why speakers don't make money. They don't know how. We can't blame them for that. Or they're lazy. Ask Bill. But anyway, so that's how I started. I created a program, Business in a Box for public speakers. And that's how it all began.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, of course. And you know, you claim that you would make the speaker 150K in their first year. I mean, that's a pretty bold statement to me. You know, like you guarantee it, right? You guarantee that, right?
I guarantee they'll make it. Yes, if they do the work.
Yeah, of course they have to do the work. You know, they have to speak. But I mean, tell me why and what makes you so confident?
Well, minimum wage in public speaking is 150K. It's $100 billion a year industry. There are 64,000 events a day in America that pay public speakers. So how come people are not making it? It's because they just don't know how. And I also position them in a way, like how many times have you heard, "Oh, I'm a leadership speaker. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a this speaker." I mean, do you think there's other people in the world that speak about what you speak about? Absolutely. Well, my superpower, I say that all the time, is that my superpower is to position you in a way to stand out for event planners so that they're intrigued and it makes you sexy and marketable for them to hire you. And at the same time, I also build your infrastructure so you have everything you need to get hired. 48% of speakers don't even respond to event planners. So how horrible is that in our day and age? It's statistics. This is the real statistics of today. So it's about teaching them how to do this business, and then I hold them by the hand. They have me for life. So that's a cool way to know how to do rebuttals and so on.
Guys, if you just wondering, my episodes are very different from time to time. Like the last one was more about learning from the gurus and getting some nuggets from David Corbin and Mac Javadekar and Marty Feller and all those amazing speakers, right? This one is more about business growth. It's about who's the bold, like fortune favors the brave, right? You guys have heard this before. So the speaker panel that I have today and is some of the most amazing, bold, and people who are really proud, and they really have the high testosterone, if they call it, and they're out there. So just keep that in mind that these are opportunities for business growth, and people who want to make money, who are driven and who are motivated. This is who I'm associated with. So I bring in a different set of people every time. So just to give you an idea, where Orly and Bill and a couple of other speakers will come after Orly will be dropping some nuggets. But thanks for that bold statement, Orly. It's amazing. I'll hold you on to that. Make me my 150K. Okay. I'm just kidding. But okay, so you're very passionate about the industry. And what are the 3 things we need to know for those who are thinking they can't make money or they're just starting out, like, someone who's just starting out to speak and all that?
Well, people who are just starting out, just know this. One is that you're the only one who knows you just started, right? I mean, a lot of people think that they're walking around with a billboard around their head that said, well, I just started yesterday to speak, right? But if you knew how just to show up and show confidently and how to speak to an event planner, like they wouldn't know that you just started. If you have all your ducks in a row and you're showing up in a confident way and you know how to talk to them and you know what to say first, second, third, how to email them in a proper way, or how to, just communicate or negotiate your fee, then you will know that nobody else knows that but you. Right? So that's one thing that they absolutely need to know. Also, what's missing in this industry right now, and I've interviewed for my book that you see behind me, I've interviewed over 3,400 event planners that pay speakers. So I get it from the source. I'm not imagining things or thinking Orly knows, right? I got it from the horse's mouth. So what's missing in the
speak, yeah, the numbers speak for itself. I said the numbers speak for itself.
Absolutely. So what's missing in this industry is variety, diversity, and women speakers. I know you guys are probably thinking, what? Yes, we are still 1% of the industry. And I know that Bill will back me up on that, because women speakers are absolutely a rarity for event planners. They're crying. And so you need to know that. And it's really sad, actually, because, of all the speakers in the world, we are 1% of speakers. It's horrible. I think it's horrible anyway.
Hey, don't you have an event coming up in May on 1st or 2nd? Which one is it?
1st and 2nd of May. It's a women's empowerment. It's a women's empowerment called Tomorrow is Now speaker conference, and it is a women's empowerment.
Tomorrow is now.
Tomorrow is now, because women tend to leave everything for tomorrow, when the kids grow up, when I have more money, when I have more time, so enough is enough. Let's not leave things for tomorrow. Tomorrow is now. Let's do it today and get it done. And so we're bringing 24 amazing speakers, and the topic is exclusive for each speaker. So everyone will have to stick around. It's awesome.
That's amazing. Amazing. I'd love to know more about it, and I'll definitely promote your event, because
I appreciate that.
Definitely want that to be a full house. You're a woman of integrity, and I love what you do for people. And tell me what there's one cause that's really close to your heart. Like, what is really close to your heart?
So everybody, oh gosh, I don't want to get emotional.
Someone's asking, what is your event? I'll just.
Oh, it's called Tomorrow is Now. I'll put it in the chat, guys. I'll put the link for the conference. It's really that'll help me just take away the
take away that idea of
the knot in my throat. Okay, here you go. There's there's a lot of causes that are helping save the children from human trafficking and sex slavery. And I am creating building safe houses for welcoming them back and giving them hope and giving them a trade, training them to go back into society in a safe environment where they are going to learn again to live and to be independent. I don't want them to go back into the traditional school system because it doesn't help us. And I don't want them to go into foster care because actually our foster care is where it's happening also. Slavery, child trafficking, sex slavery, all of that is still happening and right now. So there's a lot of organizations that are amazing out there saving those children, but they don't have where to put them. So I am working on with a lot of big companies that are going to fund this. First one will be built in Tampa, Florida. Actually, we're looking at an abandoned school that we're going to be looking at because it has the infrastructure already for it and so on. And we'll look into this, but it's in infancy, but the goal is either by June or by end of summer to already get this completely going.
Oh, I love
I
that.
appreciate you asking me that.
Of course.
It's very,
You're very passionate about it, and I know about it, so that's why I wanted to ask. There are a lot of people that will support you. I, for one, am behind this with you. I'll stand behind you, and I'll always connect you. I already have a few people I told you that I can connect you with. If we can bring those people together, like Orly has a mission, and if you guys know someone who is in this area that wants to help out, because often people save those trafficking, but what do they do after that? Like, once they come in, how do they come into the society? They are really disturbed, and how do they come in and what do they do? So she's taking the next step. I have someone really incredible who is doing a great job at saving them in the first place. I told you Paul Hutchinson is a dear friend. He will be at the tournament, and he's going to speak about how he goes undercover actually and saves those girls and bring them back home. But
what people don't,
that?
Sorry, Craig, but what people don't know is why this is happening and what they are using these children for and why they're torturing these children for. And it's for a drug called adrenochrome. If you guys want to check that out, believe it or don't believe it, that's your problem. But at the end of the, I'm sorry, I'm so blunt, but I have no filter between here and here. So when Bill talks about being a tough coach, so am I. But this is about a very, very sick and evil type of reason. And so if you want to know more, just contact me. I'll put my information in the chat so you can
please do. Everybody, that's Orly Amor. She's amazing. Very big giver.
And remember, if you have a message,
put the word in the chat.
For it.
Say again.
Put the word in the chat, Orly.
I'm sorry.
Put the word in the chat or the leticon, because I'm spelling. I'm not good at spelling. So put the word in the chat.
Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua just did. Joshua is here. Hey, buddy. I'm so happy that you're here. But Orly is just incredible connector too, guys. You guys should know that she's a power connector.
I'm trademarked the Millionaire Connector for a reason.
There you go. There you go. Has a beautiful magazine. What's the magazine called?
speakersandexpertsmagazine.com. You can check that out as well. And if you're a C-Suite member, you get a 1/4-page ad for 3 months. So
and what if you're a CraigShelly ambassador? You get
a full page ad for 3 months. How's that?
Thank you, my dear. I love you for that. Appreciate you, Orly. Everything you do, making an impact in the society, doing your bit. Hustler, great go-getter, and anyone that wants to connect with her, you're just going to be blown away how amazing she is. I promise you that. All right, Miss Amor, thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna have some little Q&A maybe with a couple of these people, so everybody gets to chat a little, and then if you want, we'll also do a break room today, so people get to know each other, and that would be it would be an amazing way to put people together. But I want to bring in my next guest. He is somebody I just recently met not too long ago, but I was impressed with him instantly. And I have a written introduction for him, but I want to speak from my heart first, and then maybe I'll do a small introduction. Like this guy is not only he is a tech savvy guy, he's super smart, super intelligent. He made a video in probably less than a day for introducing himself to me, introducing what his purpose is. And then he made a video with my watches. We made a deal together. We're doing his incentives program, and he's got an amazing company. And he just blew me away. I want to play that video, but I think maybe I will have. Yes, I'll introduce you to whoever you guys want to after this. But for sure, I want to have Jared. Are you in the house? Can you unmute yourself, buddy? I want to give you a, he's a marketing and business strategist. He's are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you fine, buddy. I just want to do a quick intro. He's a marketing and business strategist, multimedia media educator, speaker, photographer, media creator, award-winning innovator, videographer, director, editor, MBA in sustainable business. Man, you have a fat resume. But I can tell you one thing: you're an awesome person, and I really got to know you. And what I loved about you is how fast and what a quality stuff. Can we just show them like a minute of what you do? Like, how do we show it? Kathy, is it possible to just share that video? Do you have that? Or Jared, if I give you the rights to screen
I'm working
share.
on that. If you give me a couple minutes, I'll put it here in the chat.
Awesome. Okay, then we will play it, and then I'll click it and I'll share it with everybody. It's just
Post
incredible.
the link also. I'll post the link to the video that you're referencing. But I always have a challenge with Zoom because the buffering's slow, the audio's off, and as a media creator, I'm an expert, and I want that to be perfect. And so it's always challenging me. So I'll share a link so you can exactly see how I want you to view it.
Yeah.
Screen full quality. I think that's really important when you're branding yourself, is to show the most impeccable quality you can online.
See, that's what I'm saying, Jared. We can make a video, fine. We can all make videos, but how he's doing it, and in within such a short time, they have a company and they've mastered it, and the process that they have mastered is incredible for business owners. We all need to know this because we can brand ourselves, and we have to stand out of the competition, right? We gotta, everybody has their and the way the clarity, the digital crisp, and it's amazing. So where is the chat? Can you put it in the chat, Jared? I'll play it right now.
Yeah, let me grab that link for you.
Yeah, grab that link. In the meantime, yeah, you guys, just so you know, he's very passionate. He has a speaking, he has a coaching program that I'm going to be learning from him too. So I love to learn from people like him. He has a team of 4 partners and speakers and coaches. They come together and they prepare you for the next level stuff. So I want Jared to tell you guys more about himself. But yeah, Jared.
Thank you, Graham. Just posting it in there. So the first link in the chat is the video that Craig's referencing. I made this video in 24 hours, giving the resources that I had. And this is the level of efficiency. If I was in my other office, I would share. I actually have a business efficiency award. When people call you an innovator and highly efficient, I'm like, cool, I can actually reference an award that I was given right out of my MBA program. So I'm Jared Brick.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm Jared Brick. I have a business called Brick House Media. It's very catchy. People always start dancing and singing the song as soon as they hear it. That's good branding. That's what you want for your business or your brand. You want people to have a smile on your face as soon as they hear it, or at least be curious to learn more. A couple of years ago, after I got my MBA, I realized that we were really building thought leaders with our media. We weren't just implementing a video or building a website. People were going on this transformational journey, and as we say, from an expert to a leader. There are a ton of experts in the world. We have experts everywhere. And a lot of the books behind Larry and Lorraine and the people on the shelf in your room in Susan's office, there's a ton of expertise in those books. Not everybody can get up on that stage. That's a TED stage that we document TED speakers. Give a presentation, but not only give a presentation, get off the stage and say, follow me here. Here's my content. Here's my email strategy. Here's how you're going to stay engaged with me over time. That is a different skill set. And what I'm working on, people, is helping you transform that expertise into that leadership role. Everything Bill said was fantastic. It was a bit of a fire hose. And so the program like mine, which is called Break On Through, is really to get you into that headspace of, I'm a thought leader. I'm a thought leader. what is my medium of choice? Is it speaking, writing, video, or multimedia? Not everyone should be a speaker. Okay, not everyone has the presence to be a speaker, the voice and the energy to be a speaker, but everybody can figure out if they're a writer to do video or live media. So these is one of the things we cover is you have to find your kind of medium, right? Your media medium. So in our 6-week journey, we go through what's your why story? Why are you in business? What's your purpose? Which media are you going to choose? And then how are you going to syndicate that media using some of the tools that Bill said to really reach new people and have them come to a branded website and either book a consultation, book you to speak. I don't really need to know what you want people to do. We give you those tools to do it all. To say, when they get to your site, what do you want them to do? Download an ebook, buy your book, book you as a speaker. This is really the power, and Orly mentioned it, which was awesome. We're all on the same page. We all want to reach more people, have more impact, but we gotta get really clear on how we're going to do that strategically with media. That is exactly the course that we built. It's really cool.
Amazing, amazing. I can't wait to get in it. And he's also part of the ambassador club that we have, the program that we have. And Jared, you're amazing. Is that the first link that I can click on? Is that the one we're going to show them?
The video. So why don't we all take a minute? We've all been on the call for an hour. Take a minute, stand up, get some energy in your body, watch the video, and then let's come back and we'll do a couple questions with me.
Yep, of course. Yeah, let me do that. Let me open it up. Everybody can stand up if you just want to just stretch yourself.
You see that?
Yeah.
Watch.
Go on.
This is a rare production.
Hold on one second. I'm going to share
You see
my
this
screen.
watch?
Yeah, it's really going fast, but I'm going to do this and then do this and then play. Can everybody see this?
This is a rare production, 100% Swiss watch from our partner, CraigShelly of Hollywood. Since we're an exclusive media partner, we're giving away this oceanic model, a $2,000 male or female watch with our course. It's now a bonus part of the online course, Break On Through, a 6-week path to becoming a thought leader at any stage and any age in your career by leveraging the power of media and syndication. I'm Jared Brick, a media thought leader, and along with 4 top experts as your guides, in under 6 weeks, you will declare yourself a bold new role as a thought leader in your area of expertise. It's so exciting, right? If you're an author, TEDx, or keynote speaker, a host, coach, consultant, entrepreneur, or founder, or maybe these are all areas you seek to become one day soon in the future, you're really going to love this. Right now, we have a one-time special offer with this watch running for the first 10 people for our exciting online and engaging course. I'm really interested to hear what you're really up to and the impact you hope to make in your career. Click to learn more. We hope to see you in the spotlight of leadership soon. Be well and take care.
Dun, 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 dun. This is fun. Oh my gosh, I love what you did.
Actually the wrong link. That's actually the link to
Oh,
the no.
Yeah, this wasn't the one that I was thinking that was going to be.
You put me on the spot with the link and I had to quickly
Oh,
grab it. We have 7 promo videos and that's the one without all media links.
Yeah,
But,
it's fine. But, at least, this was not the one that we wanted to show you, but, nevertheless, we screwed up and we showed you this. But what we did with Jared is we put a program together for his.
Are we looking for the missing link now?
Missing link. That's
along with the media into the chat, and it's up to you guys. You don't have to watch it right now. I'd rather spend time together, talking about this because I just want to be real clear. Like Bill gave you guys so many, like a fire hose of amazing tips. You can put a 1 in there if you felt overwhelmed and I didn't know what to do first and where do I go next. And it's not. And I love what Bill's doing, but you need to have a 1-step journey, just like a landing page. Do one thing first. Declare yourself that thought leader in your niche area, and then start to figure out, well, what is the media channel I should be on? And then start to grow from there. If we give everybody the fire hose, they will not take action. I guarantee you. They will feel a sense of overwhelm and get the paralysis analysis. They'll figure out which channel is the best, and they won't do it. I've been doing this for over 10 years. I know it. You got to hold people's hand in the beginning, walk them onto the ship and go, we're in for an adventure. You got to take that first step. And that first step is really declaring, well, what am I a thought leader in? Like, what is it really? How do I solve people's pain points? How do I take my expertise as a writer, author, speaker, coach, consultant, and then translate that so that people want to hear more? The way I do it is through media. I want to help you have a brick foundational solid base with your media journey so that you can leverage a video, a PDF, an ebook, and know how to actually convert people to whatever you want them to do.
Awesome. Awesome. This is great. So Jared is as passionate as he is. He's a family man and has a great, heart. Who do you support? Tell me, what do you support? What do you believe in?
Well, after, I'll give you an example. After the Black Lives Matter movement, I grew up in the East Coast where it's very diverse, and now we live in California where we live outside in Santa Cruz, it's not as diverse. And I'm always thinking of ways of how can I give back to the diversity of our beautiful country that we live in, which I'm very proud of. So after the Black Lives Matter movement happened last summer and the murder of George Floyd, I said, look, I have a course. It's this course, Break On Through. I want to support women and men of African American descent. So I opened up a nomination scholarship and said, you nominate yourself or have someone else nominate you for our course, and we will take one person. We ended up taking 4. One gentleman dropped out because his business was scaling so quickly, he couldn't manage, staying engaged with the course. Those 3 women who are featured on our website, so I'm so proud of them, I might get emotional also. Within 3 weeks of our 6-week journey, 3 weeks, they had more revenue, new clients, new opportunities, people asking them to speak at multi-$1,000 audience. I mean, like, I was like in tears, them telling me this, not shock, but just working. Like, they all 3 figured out exactly who they were as a thought leader. So I love to support people. I went through an MBA program. Sustainability is people, planet, and profit. We tend to only think of the planet, but we don't always think of the people. Like Orly mentioned a wonderful cause about sex trafficking. I'm really out to support people, their individual journeys. So my cause is about supporting people, different diversity. We need a lot of different voices if we're going to make change. We don't need only certain types of voices. We need a lot of diversity. And I also love to support children's groups like No Kid Hungry. I don't think a child should ever have to worry where their next meal comes from. It breaks my heart. Being a father of 2, it breaks my heart when the kids go, I'm hungry. I'm like, guys, you're not starving. You are hungry. I get it. There's a difference between starving and hungry. And so I love to support the planet with different water initiatives like we are with the Watch, kids, and then diversity and support of people.
Are we already supporting your, did you register your charities on CraigShelly.com/charity application?
We're in the process of getting it all connected.
Process.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, there's another thing, as a part of our give, no matter who it is, where it is, what they are, as long as they're authentic and there's some sort of verification done, any charity is welcome. On our website page, you just go up and fill out a form. Simple, takes a minute, I guess, or less, and then you just put basic information, upload your credentials that this is an authentic non-for-profit. We'll pay it forward. We manufacture pieces that just help children in hospitals and veterans and anyone anywhere. Like Jared said, we have programs that run in India that feed children and educate them, just plain leveling the field, give them a shot. If they come to the school, they get food. Simple as that. As long as they're in the school, they get free food and the parents eat for free. So those kind of programs, giving water for watches, like, basically Watches for Water is the campaign that we're running with Oceanic. 300 watches, 300 water pumps in Liberia, where the pumps are broken and people have to walk 10, 20 miles to get a bucket of water. I mean, that's just a shame on humanity that we can't even help people, with some such simple things. And I'm connecting with, God's making me connect through my programs and through my leadership and ambassador programs, like people like Lee and Lucy and Annette and all these amazing people, people who are, we were on call with Vivian and their Lee's partners in Ireland. They're all, and they're doing such an amazing job. We're going to help children in Uganda. and we're going to do things. They're drilling wells in Uganda. So I'm all about giving back. Make it your mantra. There's just, give back. First, give back and see what happens. Miracles will happen. You will get many folds back. I promise you this. And then we will all, don't wait for the governments to do something. Don't wait. We're never going to get there. We need to do our part. So I'm very thankful for Jared for taking his part, doing his things. I mean, having that initiative of, helping the African-American women to uplift them and make that one life difference. Is Dan Labrad here? Dan, I mean, I just want to bring it up. Dan, Dan is here. Dan introduced me to an unbelievable charity based out of Texas, and they are this guy. He almost lost his child. Yeah, thanks, brother Bill. He almost lost his child in 1996. A 5-year-old kid. He was about to lose him to some heart condition, and he prayed to God and he said, "You know what, God, if you make him live, or if you please help me, somehow, I'm going to devote my life to helping others." He's made 100,000 children he has helped. 100,000 children he's changed. Dan, I'm talking about Lawrence yesterday. Yeah, you there, buddy?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm at my kid's soccer game. So yeah, Lawrence, I mean, he's an amazing story. And I had him on the Lone Star Council a while back, one of our first episodes, just talking about his story and his commitment, and God saved his son. And with that commitment, he said, I would take care of other kids. And that's what he's done now. Over 100,000 children taken care of. His sons are actually mentors in the program. I'm on the board, and we just started a mentor program as well. So he's really excited about doing, the watch program with you. And
yeah, so what we're doing with them, because of Dan and his partnership with us, we're going to give back to their charity and help out children. We're going to do programs. And Lee, I want to bring some of those kids to our, maybe I'll talk to him and see if it's possible to one of those, Zoom calls that we're arranging between the Uganda kids and the UK kids, and maybe put some kids together from the US. So Jared, I'm sorry, I'm bleeding into your time a little bit, but I'm going to give you that extra couple of minutes. I just thought it was so important to bring.
I love it. It's a collaborative conversation. I did want to ask if anyone has questions, to put in the chat or come off mute, because I think a lot of Zooms are, faceted, but I feel like I want people to ask questions.
Let me, Jared, let's do the.
What's one thing they can do to get started down their path?
Jared, let me do the questionnaire in a little bit. I want to introduce one more person, and after that, we will do some questions and we will open it up for people who want to know each other and all that. So, guys, thank you, Jared. That was amazing. Each one of you is just so gifted, and everyone in this room, you guys are amazing. I want to introduce you to this next guy. He is my publicist. He's my PR company. He is an incredibly amazing he's completely opposite of who Bill is, or how powerfully he speaks. He's such a soft-spoken, but he's such a lovable guy. He will connect with people. He will deliver on his words, and he will make you shine. He's got a TV show. He's got a PR company in UK. Mark is also an ambassador partner at the diamond level, is a top guy. Amazing contacts that he brings to the table. Mark Puller, are you in the house? Can you unmute yourself, please?
Hey, Craig, it's great to be here with you today, and great sessions so far, really enjoying it.
Mark, why don't you tell everybody, in your own words, introduce yourself, please.
I can share with you all what rock bottom is. Rock bottom is being on your hands and knees, picking up fluff off the carpet, thinking it's a crack cocaine rock that you've dropped. That's rock bottom. A little bit about my background. I was always the guy at school that got bullied about the way I looked and about my sexuality before I knew it myself. Big ears, big chin, gay, you name it, I was called it. By the age of 15, I left school with a really bad education, really bad grades, and I started drug taking. It started on soft drugs to start with, things like speed, amphetamine, cannabis. By the age of 21, I was addicted to crack cocaine and heroin. I went out on a party night out with friends, having the time of my life 1 minute. The next minute I woke up in hospital. I just collapsed and died from drug use. Bruises all up my arms where adrenaline had been pumped into me, a shaven chest where the shock pads had been used on me. I was living a bad life that was not going anywhere. So I just want to say to everyone, positive, empowering belief systems, making great choices, repetition and action, anything can be achieved. Fast forward to today, I'm the founder of TMSP Agency, a premium media and PR agency, and also the founder of MSPnewsglobal.com. I'm a PR expert and I support my clients to get seen, noticed and heard with worldwide digital media to become known globally with written credibility articles, TV, radio interviews, press and major publication features. I had no profile 6 years ago. I have built my business from scratch. I have made all the mistakes so my clients don't have to. I can build credibility, authority, exposure really, really fast. And the great thing about what I do, everything is done for you. You don't have to do lots of courses. Everything is done for you. That's a little bit about me. Thank you.
Mark, this is incredible. I didn't know some of that story. Thanks for sharing, being vulnerable and being able to share with everyone. It really takes a lot of courage to point out what you really gone through in your life. You're an incredible human being. I know that I haven't met you in person, but we've met on Zoom many times. But you're one of the very first people to get the El Presidente. So that's really gonna be my memory always. It's a unique design that I've come up with, and a diamond watch, which is a GMT piece, 100-piece limited edition. I'm a big fan of it and I love it. And he was one of the very first few people to just say, I want this, and he got it. He's very thorough in what he's doing. He's very, he's got the whole system, wired very amazingly. Like there is I haven't used him the best I should be, and I will now. I have somebody who's going to watch and work with him very closely from my team, but he is absolutely very, very methodical, very timeline. Everything goes in very, from the content to the, to publishing and to press releases, everything. He's just amazing guy. I would really love for you guys to connect with him just on a personal level too, just to meet him. He's a great person to be on the other side of the Atlantic. I really think you have, you've achieved so much from where you were to where you are today. Is there anything else you want to share with everybody? Is there anything you want to tell anyone? Tell them about the TV show that you've been interviewing. I think Bill would be a great fit for that interview. I would definitely want to recommend that you interview Bill. I have so many people here, even Dr. Miluna Fosh. You should, and I'll connect you guys. Let's put you guys in touch with them. Dr. Miluna, are you here? I want to take a moment and recognize you for what you've done. She connected me with, she's a part of my ambassador program, but she's connected me with a charity in Northern California called Love Never Fails. And what an incredible community it is. And Orly, you should connect with her too. And I'll put everybody in touch with each other. But Mark, what are some of your beliefs, and who do you support, and what kind of charities do you support, or anything? Just give us a little bit more on that.
So firstly, to your first question, thank you so much for being the sponsor of my television show as well, Craig. I really appreciate it. So I've been lucky to have interviewed some of the biggest names in business and entrepreneurship, even celebrities. So I've done media coverage for most of the original cast of The Secret movie, Rhonda Bryan, Joe Vitale, Dr. John D. Martini, Marie Diamond. I've also interviewed Forbes Riley and done media coverage for Forbes. There's a big list, and I'm really blessed to be doing what I do. And there are a lot of people out there that do struggle with their social media skills. So I give them lots of tools to elevate their social media platforms. Also, when people are searching for opportunities, they're going to look up your name and business name on Google. I help people to dominate Google page 1, YouTube and Google News within a day or 2 days. I do that very quickly. So I help people to get the exposure, gain the credibility, authority that leads to building trust, and that leads to attracting clients. To your second question, Craig, I also speak in schools around bullying, drug awareness, mental health, body image issues, and there is something else what I can't think offhand at the moment. And I am really passionate about bullying, especially. I know how that really affects people, and there is a lot of it that does go on in the business world as well. And so I like to support charities to do with bullying, also to do with sexuality and addiction as well. And that's what I'm really passionate. And just to add to anyone, if anyone does want to schedule a free PR consultation, they can just go to contactmark.me and we'll have a Zoom get together.
Put a link in there, Mark. Put a link in there in the chat so everyone can see it, so they can contact you. I had to move inside. I forget, Kathy, we got to do this on a different day now. My gardener comes in on Saturdays and he's making so much noise out there. And I said,
set up now next time for Friday. We've set it up for Friday at 9 a.m. So we're good.
Is that Clancy
I
Gardner?
can't hear anything.
Oh, you can?
Is that
Oh,
Clancy
God,
Gardner,
so
Craig?
loud. Huh?
Is that Clancy Gardner comes in
He's
from being there?
being there. Funny. Yeah. So, Mark, that was amazing. I missed the second part while I was moving in. So did you mention a charity or something? Or you can just let me know.
Yes, I always support things to do with bullying, addiction and sexuality. But as well, Craig, I like to contribute to charities when I feel there's a need. So for instance, there was that big explosion in Libya recently. I donated to things like that. So when something is calling out and it's like a disaster and people really need support, then I get involved then as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes. My son actually started his career in singing for bully prevention. I remember he was a 13-year-old kid. He said, you know what, Dad, I'm going to sing for this group that came to my school. And he sang, and, fast forward today, he's still passionate about helping. And it's such a big cause. Another partner of ours, she is a suicide prevention specialist. Her name is Chrissy Knights. Orly supports her. I mean, we all support her. She, it's such an important cause, Mark, and thanks for touching up on it. It's really important, and so many issues, in life, and if we can just, everybody connects with it in a different way. Somebody has personal experience, and that's why they connect with it, or they know someone who was affected, that's why they connect with it. But these are all great reasons to give back. So I'm very proud of you, Mark, for doing that. And yes, you're a great giver. I know you are. You've supported many other things just like that. So yeah, that's your contact, Mark. Okay, that's him. Everybody reach out to him. Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Of course, I would love for you guys to open up a little bit. And if you have questions for panel or have something to say to them or anything, I'm just going to open up the floor right now. Anyone?
I'm a huge fan of Mark. I highly recommend him.
New look, Josh? You have a new look, man.
Shaved.
You shaved.
Thank you, Josh.
You look like you're back to the college days.
Yeah, that's right.
I like Mark too.
How are you? Good to see you.
Good. How are you? Good to see you.
Good. Thanks for creating the video. They did an amazing job too.
Oh, thank you.
She's a
Appreciate that.
genius.
Yeah.
I've entered her into film festivals now because she's her work is incredible. So
Thank you, babe.
thank you for shouting her out, Craig. That means a lot.
Of course, of course.
Craig rocks.
Anyway, thank you guys. You guys are so amazing. Josh also has great affinity for supporting charities, and he's a part of the ambassador program through our give back part of it, and that's just incredible. Thanks for doing everything. We look forward to seeing you at the tournament in September. But yes, Kathy, you wanted to say something?
Yes, before we start on the questions, I'm going to put in the chat here. I have 2 asks for today. First is those of you who loved today's Elevate, I'm putting a link here so you could leave a video review of what you saw so we can use that for publicity for the next time. I'm also leaving a survey in the chat here. And lastly, the next Elevate is going to be on Friday the 30th at 9 a.m. And that event is also going to be here. So you can not only sign up yourselves today, but you could help us spread the word around. Thank you so much, Craig. And it was fantastic. Thank you.
Well, guys, let's take a moment and applaud, a big loud applause for Kathy. You guys, you have no idea who this girl is. This woman is just incredibly amazing. I met with her not too long ago. She instantly became a part of my company and part of my life. Just like I treat her like family. She has connected me with so many amazing people. She has put together such a great marketing program for me, and so many things that we were lacking. We were doing everything in India. Now we're moving everything over here to the US. Of course, my team is helping with everything, but she's the program director for Ambassador Partner Program, if you can believe that. She's herself an ambassador. She's part of the group, but she's now also helping us direct the program. So how amazing this woman is. And I welcome you guys to connect with her, and you will get to know her. She'll be inundated with things, but she will be up at 2 a.m. still working, and then again back at 7:30 in the morning. And I'm like, when do you even sleep, Kathy? You need to get some rest. But thank you for everything you do, Kathy. Appreciate that. With that, anyone has question for Bill, for Orly, for Jared, for Mark, feel free, unmute yourself and just raise your hand or whatever.
So I'd like to ask a question of Orly, if possible. I actually mentor speakers, authors, and podcasters myself, and yet not on the business side, more on getting their marketing materials and their signature speak down. So I'm wondering, Orly, if you'd be open to talking to my mastermind. It could bring you extra business as well. But I'd love to talk to you about that, and also Bill with regards to his mastermind group and how I could fit into that with you. I'd be very interested.
Of course.
Just contact them directly. Put your information, guys. Bill and Orly both, if you can just. I think Bill put it up earlier. Just reach out to them directly, Lauren.
Yes.
Lorianne. I'm sorry, I said it.
Good job.
So, but yeah, that's amazing. I was gonna say, Dr. Miluna, are you there? Can you in the house? No, she's probably muted or not. I don't know. I
might have had a couple of other questions. Does anybody else have questions?
Yes, please go ahead. Who had a question?
Dennis, did you have a question? I thought you were coming off mute.
Yes, I want to talk to Bill for a minute about our speaker business. Craig, you can kind of tune him in on it. We're going to be bigger than Bose or JBL or anybody. We've got the best technology on the planet. We just need to be able to, it's a very interesting technology, and we've sold a lot totally word of mouth.
What does it do, Dennis?
Well, I can play a video if I get to share my screen. We have the same volume at 10 feet that we do at 1,000 at 180 degrees across, and you can put a mic on the front of our speaker and not get feedback. And it will run on 24 gauge telephone wire, 500 feet without losing 2 decibels.
Is it
So
also
it's the best
wireless?
speaker in the world. No, we use them for football fields and things like that. Wireless, there's a lot of problems with wireless when you're talking about, there is no such thing as wireless. You need power. So when you're talking about churches or football fields or gyms, they don't have power. And it's a class 2.
Hey, Dennis, Dennis, can you just post a link in the chat box? We can all check it out.
Sure.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so if you have any questions for speakers, I want to address that. Like anybody has anything to talk about or chat, or if you want to go into a private room, I'm happy to do that too. Maybe, put 6 in a room, or so you get to know each other. If that's anyone have a general question like Lorianne did here, and she wanted to talk to
Larry
Orly.
has a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Craig. Bill, how do people contact you direct? What's your preferred way of reaching you?
You know what? I put my number in there. You can just shoot me a text. I'm really bad by the phone, but I'm great by text, you guys. And listen, anytime I can help you guys if you're doing something, Craig, I'm all, and that's why I never stay on these calls ever, but I just love the vibe of the energy here. And Josh, I see you on there, brother.
Good to see you, man.
You do look like a new man, brother, out of that new haircut and everything.
10 years old.
Money's in the house, baby. Yeah, so my text number is right there. You can just text me.
Mine too.
I just put Bill's text number right here again, so everybody can copy that and shoot him like a bunch of texts.
I don't care. Listen, text I'm good with. Phone not so good.
He's super awesome with text. You text him and you boom, right back. You call him and you're gonna get a voicemail. That's right. You're gonna talk to a voicemail.
That's why Craig texts me all the time. He's like, I know you're not gonna answer your phone, but I'll shoot you a text.
Yeah. No, he does, and I can. Can you talk? No, nothing. What's it?
No.
What's up? But no, he's fun too. And I've never seen
guys. I just think it's really important that you realize that your time is super important. I like how Mark put his schedule out there, and I've already scheduled a time with him. I didn't realize my first one, Mark, is I thought you were on UK time, but it's on Pacific time, so I did a second one. But that's the thing. Schedule time with people, and it's a whole different game than just call and expect them to answer. I know everyone here has a crazy busy schedule, but I truly believe whoever you're with, they deserve 100% of your time.
Yeah, true.
Guys, I tell you one thing, I want to actually acknowledge one person. Adam, are you in the house? I saw you come in. Adam Kipnis. Can you unmute yourself, buddy? Adam?
Yeah, I'm here. I just kept pressing the video button instead of the unmute button. I'm learning this Zoom thing. It's new to me.
What's
really? Going on, man? How are you?
Well, this guy, amazing guy. We met, I don't know, we met many times at Secret Knock and some of the other events, but now we lately we got to know each other more closely through C-Suite. He's a part of the Ambassador Club. But what he did is he introduced me to an unbelievable charity called American Diabetes Association. And boy, there is a big need for that, such a big problem, a root cause of a lot of things. So I just wanted to take a minute and acknowledge you and thank you. Just quickly take a minute and introduce yourself to everybody so everyone can know who you are, please.
Thanks, Craig. I appreciate your support. Diabetes is something close to my heart. My stepfather was a contributing factor in his death. Once every 23 seconds, someone is diagnosed with diabetes. So it's one of the unknown epidemics in the world. And I'm the chairman of the Community Leadership Board in Arizona and New Mexico and doing everything we can there. I've been in business strategy for the better part of 20 plus years. I have a program called the 100-Day Sprint to get to your ideal outcome. I find that most people don't plan their outcomes, whether they come to an event like Elevate or whether it's in their business. They don't have an outcome that they're looking for to achieve. So I have a 100-day sprint to get to your ideal outcome, and I run you through my custom program to do it. And I think lastly, I wake up every day with the firm belief that I can change anybody's business or life with one question, one idea, or one conversation. Doesn't always work quite like that, but that's the way I wake up, and that's my goal. So look forward to getting to know all of you better. I think hopefully I'll have another chance to talk a little bit more next month at Elevate. And for you entrepreneurs, I've got a podcast called the Entrepreneurs MBA, Lessons You Can't Learn in School. So always looking for people to interact with it, obviously, but also always looking for great guests, people with a great entrepreneurial story that I'd love to have on the show and promote y'all as well.
He has a fantastic resume and a big heart, and this man.
Craig, you should introduce him to Jonathan Baylor.
Of course, I'm going to do that. I thought of it already. This guy yesterday, he signed up for the Diamond program with us, Adam, and Orly introduced me to him, and he should have been part of this meeting. And I had you in mind, and I said, you know what, we should connect because he's made a movie on the diabetes issue.
Diabetes, yeah. It's funny what he's calling it, diabetes. You should it's really cool. You should see that, Adam. You guys should collaborate.
Trisha Ben mentioned him to me yesterday, so yeah, I'd love an introduction.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. And you'll be speaking next month on Elevate as one of the guest speakers. Yeah, I wanted to acknowledge, some of these partnerships that I've created and built. And I want to kind of have Lee take a stage for a minute, like just Lee's my partner, and I've come to know him through Kathy. And we became instantly like very good friends. And he's like my mirror image in Ireland. Is he still on, or he's probably left?
I'm here, buddy.
Oh, there you are. Sorry, the screen only shows so many at a time. But Lee, just say hello to everybody. I think you definitely need to meet with Bill Walsh. Two very powerful guys on the other side of, Bill. We're definitely going to Ireland in March of 2022. This is, I'm putting it out there in the universe.
Why are you waiting so long? Let's go, brother. I love Ireland.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, wait till you.
I went to an internet conference there one time, and it was supposed to start at 10 o'clock, but nobody showed up till noon because they had so much fun the night before.
Irish people. I mean, I love them. But Bill, wait till you see their Lee's his community or his tribe or whatever I call it, like his group of people. It's the top of the top cream of the top, in Ireland. Like, it's just amazing people. And and some of them are here. Lucy is here, and Annette is here. And when you know that what they're doing,
I want to go with Lucy and Annette. I want to go.
Oh my gosh, we're all gonna go. We're taking a lot of people to Ireland next year. I'm just putting it out there in the universe that we're making this happen. They're all coming to our tournament too, Bill, in September. So that's
where is it going to be at, Craig?
San Diego, most likely. We're between Newport Beach.
Did you say it's in Vegas?
You know what? Between Newport.
San Diego, Bill.
But,
if it's in Vegas, more people are going to come.
I signed up at the Pelican Hill last year, but they're treating it COVID. But so they refunded my money. But now they are.
Everything here is open, Craig. Just come here.
Yeah, we're probably if Vegas, San Diego don't work out, I'll come to Vegas. I promise you that. But most likely it will end up being over there. And Lee, why don't you, in your own words, just a minute, take yours, just introduce everybody to you, who you are. Actually, wait. I really wanted this to be like I wanted to hide him until September and then bring him out with a big bang. But I just want you to just take a minute and say who you are.
Well, I'm just like everybody else, but I'd like to call out Lucy and Annette, because I think they're very special people. And I asked them to come today because I think their product's phenomenal. So I just work with phenomenal people, a bit like you, Craig. That's all I do. I just find the best of the best, and I help them move to the next level if I can. But Lucy and Annette, they're already sort of at that level. So if you give them a few minutes or a couple of minutes, I'll be very grateful.
Oh yeah, why don't we do that? I would take Lucy and Annette. Actually, you have no idea how many people I already talked about your platform, and I have so much going on in my head with it. But just introduce yourself. Where is Annette? I don't see her. I see Lucy.
Hi, Craig. I'm here. Hi, everyone.
These two women are founders of One World. One World. How do I say it?
One World Trading Platform.
Trading platform. It's an amazing marketplace that connects the world. It's going to be World One. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Annette, and this is my co-founder, Lucy. Our objective is to make the complex simple in e-commerce so that you can trade anywhere. So we're connecting consumers with businesses, and it's at a global level. And where there are problems in existing e-commerce systems, our objective simply is to break them down. One system that gives you global connectivity. I'll hand you over to the engineer. I'm the marketing end of it. The engineer is Lucy. She'll tell you how it's done.
Thank you very much, Annette. Thank you, Craig, so much for giving us the opportunity to share our new baby that we've just launched in the world earlier this year. Both myself and Annette come from, platform technology backgrounds, and most recently now with e-commerce platform technology. And I suppose the idea behind it is that we see the old way in which retail would have been managed up to now, And what we have released is, fundamentally streamlining the whole retail distribution model from an online perspective. Because, hey, your addressable market online is the world, isn't it? So we want to work with any brand, any retailer, any manufacturer that wants to take their product and make it available to the world. So we have a magic in a box, which is called One World Trading Platform. And it is the ecosystem that takes your product and it makes it available in all markets globally. Say if you want to trade in the largest e-commerce market in the world, like China, we can switch you on to China. So we take your product, we make it available in all channels and all markets. And then the beauty of what we really have, or the secret sauce behind the whole thing, is we then take all the data, which helps us in a kind of propensity modeling way, to be able to optimize your business from a modeling perspective. So manage your inventory, manage your pricing, manage everything that needs to be done. So we can take you basically from 0 to hero online. That's the idea behind it.
I was so impressed with this that I have decided to adopt your baby, and we're going to plug you guys into the United States and all the manufacturers, all the brands, everything, everything into One World platform. So I welcome you both to Elevate, and I welcome you to the US and Open to Business doing with Ireland, and amazing partnerships to create. You can't wait. I cannot wait for you guys to learn and explore what we're gonna expose you to over here. So just be ready and be prepared, because we're gonna come at you. And Orly,
and I can make some introductions.
Absolutely. Guys, I don't know
I
about
can make
this.
some introductions for you too.
Thank you, Orly. Much appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Hey guys, Joshua mentioned, after the last Elevate, he called me, he actually texted me and messaged me. He says, Craig, I love this. And I'm just saying this because I just got another message in my inbox private, someone from this group saying, Craig, I just love what you're doing. I'd like to know you more and personally. And I love the vibe. And Bill never says this, he sent me a message saying, brother, I love this. He doesn't hang out for so long into these groups. He's a very busy man, as you can imagine, but he's here. But, Joshua said something that stuck with me, and in kind of, he said that, let's make a Elevate as a TV or a show or a web series. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you really talking to me? He's like, yeah, let's do this. And that gave me an idea of turning this into a bigger thing. But, giving back would be the main thing. Everything leads to one thing, is how we give back to others and to people that we don't know, change lives, that we can touch lives in many different ways and change it. So I do encourage all of you, if Kathy can leave that link in the chat box for everybody to take 1 minute. I don't need a long video. Just what did you like about Elevate and how much fun it was or not, or what would you like us to do, or anything, just the link. Use your phone, probably put it like horizontal.
Hey brother, it's Bill Walsh with Power 2 International. I just want to say what a great experience on Elevate today. You bring in so many great people, incredible content, incredible knowledge. Just keep up the great work. If I was to tell you one thing about it, that you are over the top amazing, and keep delivering that great content every day. Keep sharing the great stories and empowering so many people to get their message out to the world. Love you, brother. Keep up the great work. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, brother. Very inspiring. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'll send you the video. I just did it for you, buddy.
Yep, you did it. Oh, you did the video. It's recorded right here. I want your face on it, and I want you to take 1 minute and do the same exact thing on that link that Kathy.
I did it on video. I'll send it to you.
Oh, you did?
He was recording himself live, Craig.
Right, there you go, buddy. That was the video.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Thank you, Bill.
Didn't take very long.
You're very fast, man. He's super fast, if you can't tell already. But yeah, I think this was amazing. I'm loving every bit of it. You guys are incredible. If there is any ask from me, please reach out to me or Kathy directly. If you want to connect with any of the speakers, very happy to do so. You can reach out to them directly or tell us and we'll make that introduction. But any other gives or asks, anybody, I'm happy to take them. Oh, Susan Younger, you're here. You're hiding there in the next frame. I didn't see you. Guys, she is so amazing. We met earlier at some event, and she's from Texas, and she's a part of my ambassador club. I'm just loving all these amazing folks. I didn't see you on the other side. You were on. I just click on the next screen and then I see you now. But Susan, why don't you take a second and introduce yourself, please?
Okay, I'm Susan. I work with Bank Code Personality Profile. And with the tools that we have, you are easily able to identify who you are talking to and how to talk to them based on their values instead of talking to them from your point of view. We have a AI that allows you to, in a one button, crack the code of who you're talking to on LinkedIn. So before you even reach out to them, you know which personality is most prevalent for them. And we do coaching, mentoring, and training with that. And my background is architectures. And then I did massage therapy. So I'm a mixed bag of tricks. I was in Orly's recent book of The Gift of the Universe Through Women. And gosh, I just screwed up the title, didn't I? But what I really love is helping people to make those connections, heart to heart, mind to mind, soul to soul, and be able to honor the person they're talking to. And that's key to any conversation, whether it's around the dining room table with family and friends, or whether it's in a business conversation or negotiation. So I'll put my contact information in there and how people can crack their code, and be happy to do a follow-up session with anybody in the group.
Please.
Thank you.
International best-selling author.
Yes, international best-selling author. Also a great human being. Which charity are we helping? Who are we helping, Susan?
E-Women Network is going to be one of them, and then I've got a couple of others I'm talking to get things set up. E-Women Network Foundation does a lot of stuff for women around the world.
Beautiful, beautiful, amazing giving person she is, and I'm glad I saw you there hiding. And Veronica Jones is here, and I see a lot of, my gosh. And did I see Martin? I think I saw Martin he's also from Ireland. Amazing guy.
He's there. He is there. There he is. A phenomenal boy.
Hey, Martin, how are you, buddy?
I'm great now, and yourselves?
Good, wonderful. And I wanted to, introduce you to my, my side of the folks here. And yeah, why don't you take a second? He's got an amazing business. The Lee helped him what a great story that is. I think Lee mentored and built him from scratch, and he's now, look what he's doing now. Just tell them what you do.
He done it himself. I just was just.
Lee's a phenomenal customer. So we had a product, and Lee helped us pivot it and find a completely different market for it. We make destination video guides. Initially, they were for local tourism businesses, but now we make destination video guides showcasing great things to do, places to go, stay, eat, drink, and shop for airlines in-flight entertainment. So we're pivoting the world of in-flight entertainment to convert destination video guides from a cost to a revenue stream for airlines. And we're enabling small tourism businesses reach globally based visitors at a local advertising budget. So we're quite excited. We've recently signed an agreement with Emirates. We have an agreement with our own home airline here in Aer Lingus, so we'll be able to get you all over here next year. And we've a contract with Viasat to basically produce destination video guides for 17 airlines. So our goal is to produce 2,300 destination video guides over the next 5 years. And as Bill was saying, we want 100 customers in each of those destinations to serve them and to help them reach airline passengers before they arrive in destination.
Amazing. I told Shelly about all what you, I learned about, before the customer gets into the country, you get them, you put the seed in their mind to go there in such an amazing way. And I can't wait for us to be featured with you and for you to come here, and we'll connect you with a whole lot of people. We definitely need a 2.0 call with Lucy and Martin.
Definitely, we'll get that sorted. Great.
Yeah.
Would you do me a favour, buddy? There's another friend of mine on here, John Donnelly, an amazing guy, global platform. He is there. It's not an image. He's moving. He's moved.
I'm here. I'm here, Lee. How you doing?
John, how you doing?
Good to meet you, Craig. Great show.
Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you.
Go ahead. Incredible people here today. Incredible people here today. Thank you.
Welcome. please introduce yourself,
I'm
John.
a really great friend of Lee's. Lee's a superstar, an absolute superstar, and a really great friend of Lee. What an incredible coach. So our platform is to champion the holistic professionals, the holistic health and wellness professionals, the acupuncturists, the Tai Chi teachers, the yoga teachers, the meditation teachers of the world, and bring those onto a platform, a global platform where we help them to shine their light in the world. Yeah.
Awesome. That's amazing. Look at the talent and the entrepreneurship in Ireland. I mean, such a great country, always loved. My kids love it. We're definitely coming in.
As Bill Walsh says, Ireland rocks. Ireland rocks, Craig.
Yes, yeah, Arlene.
John, please connect with me. I am the founder of the Health and Wellness Network of Commerce. We're in 6 countries and 18 states of the United States. So I'm sure that we can collaborate. It's the largest digital marketplace in the world. We have about 200,000 people.
I've already sent you a LinkedIn request already.
Awesome. Very good.
Thank you, Arlene.
A glimpse of the magic.
Thank you, Arlene.
And Lee is a very big catalyst. And I think the orchestra, how do you say the person who does the in your music world, Kathy? Who's
conductor, an orchestra conductor? Yeah,
that's exactly who you are, the orchestra conductor. But I'm so happy that you guys are all meeting and getting to know each other. And we cannot wait to do business with you all. We just can't wait to have you here and expand our roots, our wings into Ireland and that part of the world. There is some, I mean, this is just tip of the iceberg. We just barely scratching the surface, as you call it. But we want you to come here, bring entire team, and we can all stay in one resort, and you'll see the magic happen over there. I'm super excited. Dan Goodwin is here, and Dan is a good friend, and I'm so excited to share, more and more people that I see in the screens. Eric, we just met you. Pivy, tell us a little bit more about what you do, really quick. We have a few more minutes.
Yeah, me. So I'm helping busy business women, mostly business women, to take care of themselves and make some time for their busy schedules, and also taking care of themselves with the magical Arctic berries. So I'm bringing the magic to the world.
Wonderful, wonderful. Can't wait to come back again to Finland. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I will try and do that in one of these upcoming trips to Europe. Barbara, you're in Germany. You said you talked to my daughter earlier, but you're in a different part. And what do you do? Tell us quickly. You're on mute, honey. Unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you. Yes, no, I was born and raised in Germany, and I've got my master's in Germany in English, French, and German. So I give cultural and language instructions.
Beautiful. Do you like how the Americans do business?
Yes, I do. It's very exciting, especially on this platform. It's so kind and engaging and inspirational. I'm super excited.
Wonderful. Thanks for connecting, and stay connected with us. And hopefully we'll have an Elevate in Germany pretty soon. Who knows?
That would be wonderful. Together with your daughter.
Oh man, that would be nothing more than that. I would love for that to happen. She knows that every single moment. She had to go somewhere, so she dropped out.
I was trying to connect with her, but I couldn't find her swiftly enough, because that would be awesome to chat in German a bit with her.
Through Kathy will, pull out all the resources and connect you guys.
Wonderful.
Petri, I saw you come in. Petri, where are you located?
Yeah. Actually, at the moment, I'm in the mid part of Finland. So as you can see from the scenery on the back of me, so it's winter here, and I'll be skiing this week with my family, and tomorrow actually driving back to Helsinki.
Oh, Helsinki.
Capital, capital. Actually, this is the scenery where I was today. So back you can see there's a lake. So
wonderful. What do you do?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually in the health business, and I know Päivi very well. So we actually contacting almost every day. So, and of course, naturally, I know Kathy. So
Kathy. Okay.
Yeah, we on BNI Global Power team together. So, and also actually Lee somewhere. Yeah, there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great to see these guys. So
You and connect with you too.
yeah, definitely. Yes. I'm in a health business, so building up the business all around the globe, and especially at the moment in India. So where we also sponsorizing a school for 700 kids. So
Wonderful. Good job.
but it's really my passion to help people live better. So
Awesome. Hey, my daughter is starting a healthcare startup. She's already way into this, and she was on this call earlier. I think you came in a little late, but you definitely would love to learn more about healthcare and what you're involved with, and maybe you guys can talk.
yeah, definitely, yes.
Yeah, and Mac Javadikar is also helping her. It's a great guy to know, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Veronica Jones, want to take a second and say hello to everyone?
Absolutely. Excellent Center also connect to Orly, so would like to have a chat.
Awesome. You're muted, Veronica.
Waiting. Oops.
Hey,
Hey
say
there,
hello.
I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
So hey, so grateful to be here, Craig. This is just incredible, and everybody, Bill and Mark and Jared and everyone, as always, grateful, and of course Orly, and all that she's doing. I am actually just beginning to really focus in. I was in transition, but focus in and work with Orly Amor. A little dyslexic, but we'll definitely continue to be on the scout and lookout as one of your ambassadors, Craig, and really focusing in with regard to working with and developing the women's conference, as well as the many other heart and mind and spirit causes that we're focused on. So I'm now the Vice President of Marketing, Sales, and PR with Orly Amor Enterprises.
Oh, wonderful.
Very grateful. Yes.
Awesome. Great job there. Anyway, I think I've covered pretty much everyone that I could see. If I didn't, ask you to speak, please pardon me. More than welcome to raise your hand and just tell me that you want to speak. But otherwise, this has been an incredible session. One more time, it's I don't know, the magic happens because of the people that are in the room, and they're all so giving and gifting. And my special thanks to all the speakers, Bill, Orly, Jared, and Mark. You guys are very, very kind, and you give knowledge without any expectations, and then you help others, and that's why you're successful in life. So I really truly believe that that's the way to go.
Thank you. Thank you, Craig. We need to applaud you.
Please give me that 1-minute video if you don't mind.
Yes, for sure.
And I would be very appreciative of it.
Where's the link for the 1-minute video?
I'm on it right after we get
I'll send it again. Give me 1 second and I'll resend that whole message.
I already signed up for the next one. I already filled out the survey. I'm on it.
I'm with Orly.
Lorianne too. We're on it. We're doers. We're getting things done.
Yeah, I can't wait to spend more time with each one of you. Jared, I want to get into the Break On Through project. I want to learn more from you. Orly, you're such an amazing breath of fresh air. Bill, brother, I'm going to see you in Vegas hopefully this coming week. And Mark, let's connect soon. Thanks everyone. Cheers. Have a safe and
yeah. If you have just a second.
Yes, Carolyn.
I just want to thank Pybee. So we've been doing some networking internationally. She introduced me to Kathy, who invited me to this today. So this has been just a wonderful opportunity. I've learned a lot and appreciated everything everybody's had to say. I too am involved in health and wellness, and just wanted to pop out another charity that I'm very, very inspired by and involved with, that you guys, just because you're all givers, might want to take a look at just to learn more about. And it's called the Pure Hope Foundation. And it is sponsored by Catherine Lee. Have any of you heard of it before?
No, I wrote it down.
It's in Texas, and their mission is to rescue and to revive and restore young women who have been trafficked.
Amazing.
And they have bought, through contributions, we've raised money for a ranch that they'll be able to do a lot of great work at. So I can put that in the chat if you're
Carolyn, I just put the link over here, and I'll put it again if you want me to.
okay.
It's a link to our page. It's the charity page. You just click on that and fill out some basic information about them, and then your team will get it, and you're welcome to connect with one of us and make an introduction to them. And if you think that they need help, we will go ahead and create a cause-based marketing program for them, or we'll donate something at one of their events. And
yeah, I'll talk to Catherine about that. That would be great. Thank you.
of course, anyone, you feel free to use that link. Anyone that needs help, we're very happy to. All right, with that, we would like to bring this to a close. I thank you all for being here. You guys are wonderful, and keep doing what you do every day, and push yourself a little bit more every day. And if you're tired, and if you think that, think of that one person that you can help and support, and that will get you going. But with that, I want to just say thank you. Stay connected. Have a safe and healthy weekend. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Craig.
Thank you.
Thanks, Craig. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.